Anything under 3 centimetres isn't going to work. Need 3 strands of hair.
How long's your leg hair?
I don't think it's 3 centimetres.
Your arse hair is. Is arse hair pubic hair? Yeah.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fucking toddler with a hairy ass. I wonder if that means you've got an immunity to certain STDs. Because that would be a superpower, wouldn't it? You could just put it about, just really go fucking mental. And people are like, careful, he's got herpes. And you go, oh, has he?
Doesn't bother me. Oh, I've got another hair on my face. There we go. Got it. All right.
We good? You got the hair out your face? You should try shaving it.
I did.
Oh, you did, yeah. That's right. Okay, let's go. Let's rock and roll.
Cheers.
Caught me off guard. Hello, welcome to the Buckleys, the podcast where we sit down, have a chat, moan a bit, and invite you into our little sexy lives. Before we do get into it, we just want to remind you that you can get in touch with your stories and questions by emailing us at our email address is thebuckleys@platformmedia.uk.
You can't use anymore. It confuses people.
Yeah. Or you can it confuses me, clearly.
Well, yeah.
Or you can message us at the Buckleys Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And don't forget to follow and subscribe. Did you know, Claire, that 97% of people that listen to this podcast aren't actually subscribed?
You made that up.
I did make it up. You can subscribe to us on Spotify or whatever app you like to use. Should probably use Spotify though. Only because they're nice to us, and the rest of them aren't. And if you do enjoy the show, why not give us a little review? Yeah, a little 5-star. I'll take that 5-star.
Take that off your hands.
Yeah, I'll have a go on it. Right, what's been going on? What's been going on in our lives this week, Claire? Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, obviously.
No.
Of course.
I feel like we were just here doing last week's.
It's mental, isn't it?
Goes quick, doesn't it?
Just, I've got to stop touching the back because then people realise it's not a wall behind us. It's just a... I've ruined it.
Look.
Listen,
Oops, I did it.
I've got to bring this up again. Like I know I brought this up at the old place.
Right.
I've got to go back because I got receipts.
Okay. What's
Now,
wrong?
You're gonna know exactly what I'm going to talk about. We booked a taxi this morning to get us to the train station so that we could come here. I booked a taxi. I wrote everything down. I took facts, figures, times, because I need to get to the bottom of this. I booked a taxi today for past to get us to the train station so we could get our train. The taxi driver arrived at 21 minutes past, 9 minutes early. Okay?
That's early.
All right. Don't need him then. Don't
No.
need him. It's 9 minutes before I'm still getting my shit together. I've still got almost 10 minutes, you know?
9 minutes is a long
Yeah.
time. You can do a lot in 9 minutes.
We started the journey at 20.
Twice?
We started twice.
Well, you have recovery time these days, don't you?
Yes. That's right. 7 minutes recovery. We started the journey at 27 minutes past. So we left early. We left 3 minutes before I needed that taxi, before he was due to pick us up.
Okay.
All right? Charged 75 pence for waiting fee. Now,
That is really annoying.
Now, he did wait for 6 minutes. Is it 6 minutes? Yeah, 21 to 27.
Yeah.
He did wait for 6 minutes, but that's because he turned up before he was booked.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right? I've worked out that they charged 12.5p a minute for waiting.
When did you do all this?
I did. Listen, I'm working. I told you, Claire, I'm a genius. All right? My genius brain's always working.
Okay.
So by this driver's rules, he could turn up an hour early and charge me an extra £7.50.
Yeah, I don't...
We're like, you turned up early.
Yeah, so how are we getting a late
and
fee?
we
And
were-
we left
We
early?
left early. You didn't, like...
Yeah, we're not... There's no late fee.
I
There's
didn't
no
make
fee.
you wait.
Yeah.
I didn't make you wait for anything. I was in the car before.
Listen, we have been here before. We've spoke about this before. It happened to us quite a lot. I'm phoning them.
You're going to call them?
Yeah.
Going to call them up? How are they doing this? How are they turning up and charging us for waiting?
Yeah.
Turning up early?
Turning up early and
Turning
charging
up
us
before we
for
book-
every minute he waits.
Yeah.
No, I'm phoning them. This is the problem right now.
Go on. This is the problem.
It is the problem.
I've been trying to put my finger on what the problem is.
It is the problem because us...
Well, listen, if you tell us what the problem is...
I'm about to tell you.
Then that's the end of the podcast.
Because
this whole podcast is my journey. It's the search for the problem.
Well, I'm about to tell you the problem, right? Us as the people.
Yeah.
Right?
Right on.
It's like... If you don't turn up to your doctor's appointment on time, I don't think doctors do, whatever, I don't know. If you don't turn up to this on time, there's a £20 charge.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm there on time.
Yeah, you're making me wait.
And you keep me waiting for 40 minutes, so do you owe me £40?
So this is the point that I brought up when we went to Disney. Keep talking about Disney.
Yes.
But we booked an appointment for the boys to make these little lightsabers.
It was a very... extravagant thing to do.
It was extravagant, yeah.
We did it.
It was very expensive.
It was very expensive.
For the pair of them, it was almost like $500 deposit I had to put down.
Deposit?
Because you get your time, and if you're late,
and
you lose that deposit.
It's such a difficult thing to do because I think a lot of people do want to do it.
Our appointment was 15:15. We turned up at 5 minutes past because I was like... I was talking to you and the kids. I was like, I've got to make sure we... Because obviously you want to go on rides and stuff as well. And I was like, I don't know if we've got time. Yeah, we need to head towards... I was saying stuff like that. Yeah. We need to head towards this direction.
The Star Wars bit.
Because we can't miss this appointment because they've taken a load of money off me.
Yeah.
We turned up 10 minutes early because I was super paranoid about losing $500.
And even then, I think we were a bit more than 10 minutes.
Maybe.
But yeah.
And even then, we were still... Once our appointment came to... They were still doing people
the group before us
and stuff like that. So
our appointment was the whole group. We ended up
waiting another 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And
you couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, and I was just like, so do you owe me money now? Because I've paid the deposit. I did my thing. I did my end of the bargain.
And they threatened us, if you're not here at this time, you're going to lose $500.
We can't have people being late. It's like, and when you do it, you understand why it's important that people are on time and stuff like that, because it's a very specific thing.
Yeah, the doors are shut.
They can only take so many people at a certain time, and we appreciated that. We appreciated your time, Disney. We turned up. We didn't want to be late. We made sure we were there early, and you still made us wait. You still said, oh, no, we can't get you in at the appointment.
Right, so this is my point. That is the problem. When
I'm not 100% sure whether that's the problem that I'm looking for.
Right, but...
So don't worry, we've still got a podcast. It's a problem for sure.
When we have to pay the money and then something happens, God forbid, something happens and you can't get to that certain place, they'll take that money.
Yeah.
But we pay the money, we get there and they keep us waiting.
Yeah.
We should at least get the money back.
But you get that with these sort of service industries. I've said it before. Why does the bus driver think I owe him anything?
What do you mean?
Like bus drivers.
What do you mean?
I used to have to get the bus to school every single day.
Yeah.
Right? And not like a school bus or anything like that. It was a TfL bus.
Right.
It was a red one, the 287.
Okay.
Shout out. They treat you like it's just a constant, like, you're an imposition.
Right.
Like, I'm paying you, mate. It was 40p, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But, like, cheer up.
Cheer up.
Like, if I went to a restaurant or something like that and they were like, oh, right, here's a menu. I suppose you're going to want some food now, aren't you?
Here's something that might make you laugh.
Your dad was a bus driver. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. And I bet he absolutely fucking hated everyone that got on his bus. Hurry up, I'm trying to get home. Oh, I've got to fucking drop you off as well, have I? Fuck's sake. Like, that's how they treat it. They treat it like they're dropping their kids' mates off or something.
Right, okay.
Picking them up from the swimming pool. No, you're being paid. Don't worry, you're getting money for doing this.
I didn't get that from bus drivers.
Oh, it might be a London thing.
Might be.
But
my bus drivers were always very happy.
Very happy and cheerful and stuff.
Not happy and cheerful, but it was always like... I mean, some of them didn't talk, but I never felt like an imposition.
No, yeah, it was always like, oh, hang on, sorry, I think I've got it. It's like, oh, you've not got it ready, you've not got your bus pass ready and stuff.
Right, that's a Buckleys law, that one.
Well, we need to refine it a bit.
I think we need to. Late and I've paid the deposit, you owe me that back.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Perfect, simple, fair.
No. I want If you're 20 minutes late to this appointment, you lose the 20 quid.
Right.
If we're 20 minutes late, you get the 20 quid back and we give you 20
Plus
quid.
20 quid. Yeah. Right.
They pay us.
Fine. Well, that'll
them, whoever they are.
Yeah.
Hey, what was we talking about? Oh, have I moaned yet? I feel like I have.
Oh, the taxi guy.
But that wasn't that was just sort of what happened to me today. That's not my moan. That's not my
what's
moan.
Your moan
That's not, am I still allowed to moan? That wasn't my moan allowance, was it? Okay, good. Public transport.
Go on.
Let's get back into the OG Buckley moan stuff here.
What happened?
Train journey. I got the train into London, got on the tube. Mm-hmm. Bloke just vaping.
No.
Just vaping. On the tube? Just vaping on the tube.
Oh, shit.
Just vaping on the tube.
That's not loud, is it?
Absolutely. No, it's illegal. It's illegal. So, I don't know what I was trying to do.
Oh, God, what did you do?
I stared at him.
Okay.
I gave him a stare.
I take it he wasn't a big guy then?
No. And if anything, that's what made me even more angry, because I was like,
"Who have you got the balls for this?"
Yeah.
Got you.
I stared at him, and as I was staring at him, he was looking at me, and then his mates around him was going, "Oh, it's Jay from the In-Betweeners," and I just...
Oh my God, what did you do?
I just carried on staring at him, just like that.
Oh, was he just proper, like, going?
Just like that, going, talking, da-da-da-da. Just really brazen.
Wow.
I just gave him the old stink eye. Right. Just really like... I was like, yeah. I wanted to be like... And I was fantasising in my head.
Go on.
Well, just grabbing him and throwing him off a moving train. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
That was what the movie was in my head.
I was thinking you were more like thinking like, what if I had asthma?
No, asthma?
Yeah, I feel like that's how you, I feel like that's how you would say it.
Asthma?
How do you say it?
Asthma.
Asthma. What if you had asthma?
No, what if
I had asthma?
I don't know what... I don't know what the...
I feel like that's how James would have said it.
I don't know what the, like, just bogging him out was going to do, to be honest with you. I sort of regret it a little bit. I feel like it made me seem weak.
Fucking weak.
I feel like it made me seem weak, because sometimes you want to be like, don't give them the satisfaction that you're bothered.
Yeah.
And I'm not 100% sure. And I was, in my head, I was like, you're proper staring at him, Buckley. Like, what's the...
Is that what you call yourself?
Yeah. Big man, you're proper staring at him. What's the end game here? What are you trying to get?
Yeah. So did you get anything out of it in the end? No.
No, I didn't. No. And then when he got off, I stayed on. Did you do this?
Did you give a...
No, when he got off, I did a...
Wow, so you were proper like old person annoyed at the young people on the train.
And this is my point, right? I vape.
Yes.
Okay? I grew up in a generation where, there's,
smokers.
Yeah, there's loads of pictures of me sat with my granddad and he's got a fag and I'm sat on his lap.
Yeah.
Right? It's not that bothers me, even though that is bad, that we've learned now.
Yeah.
What bothers me is the attitude.
Yeah.
They just don't give a fuck.
It's all going down the drain,
honestly, it's going to this country. It's going to the dogs. Speaking of vaping, right, so I do vape.
Yes. You do.
Bad habit, not good for you.
Very bad.
Don't do it. Wouldn't recommend it.
No.
Silly thing to do. Saw something on Instagram. You know what I'm like? I'm always buying stuff that I see on Instagram.
Right.
It's a thing to help you stop vaping. It's to try and encourage you to stop vaping.
Okay.
Here's Katie. Here's a company that's never going to sponsor this. Sorry about that. But I've got to bring it up because I'm doing the public a service here. So it's a thing that is supposed to... It's like shaped like a vape. It looks like a vape. It keeps you the habit, I suppose. That's what people say about smoking as well. It's the habit of smoking. It's just
that's why when people stop smoking, they eat more.
Or they chew pens and stuff like that. Like they have this habit that they have to keep doing. So this thing is to make you feel like you're vaping.
Okay.
And what's that? Well, dildo? Did you say? Did you say dildo? No. Sorry. Okay. Now. I went back and looked at what I spent on this thing. So it was the kit and some extra cartridges. Now this thing, I'm supposed to suck on it, and it's supposed to be mentally minty.
Because your vape is menthol, right?
and I don't really want to vape anymore, but I'm so into the habit that I thought, well, if this thing can help me, then absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
For the kit and some extra cartridges, I spent £107. Now, when I show you what I bought, you're gonna and this. I was thinking about putting this in for a bang for your buck, but it can't because it doesn't qualify because there needs to be some kind of debate.
Yeah.
Whether something was bang for buck. I'll show you what I got here.
Are we allowed to do this? Yeah.
I'm fucking doing it, mate. Oh. This is it here. Saw this on Instagram. And I thought, oh, all right, okay. And it cost a lot of money. So I was like, there must be something in it. It's a little thing. It's just to do that. When I saw it, I was like, wow, I wonder, there must be something in it because it's so fucking expensive. It must not just be what I think it is. There must be something in it. No, I would have been better off, Claire, just nicking a straw from McDonald's or something.
So it's just a tube?
It's just a tube.
Right, okay. Fair enough.
It is absolutely fuck all.
It smells minty.
Yeah, it smells minty, sure. All I've done there is bought air. Literally bought air.
£100 air?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing. Yeah, but there's never going to be smoke.
No, I know. I don't know what I thought. I was going to get.
I feel like this is half their fault, half your fault.
No, listen, I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fucking idiot for buying it. But I want to make sure that there aren't any other idiots like me. Don't do it. Don't do it. And come at me.
But the problem is, what did you think it was going to be?
I don't know.
It's not a
vape. That's the thing. I don't know.
So it looks like a vape.
Yeah.
It smells like your menthol vape.
Yeah.
So
now, here's where I got confused.
Hold on.
The fucking price of it.
That's what I was going to say.
Because you go, well, there must be some kind of technology or something.
Sure. It could have been a lot cheaper.
If I'd have spent £7 on it,
it's a wee wooden tube.
Yeah, I would have gone, all right, fine.
Right. Has it helped you at all?
I feel much better, yeah. Okay, Claire, it's time to move on to what is the main chat. That's what it says here, main chat.
Main chat. Where are we?
This podcast episode is about allergies, intolerances.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Now, this is part 1 of this chat, Claire.
Wow.
Because a couple of episodes ago, I did mention how I'd like to have one of those tests done.
Intolerance test. Because you think you're tired all the time.
Yeah, because I eat some food and I'm honestly, I'm flopping about on a chair. Like the amount of times.
I think that's the amount of food you eat.
Maybe
not what
it might
you
be.
Eat.
But I'll have like lunch or something and then I finish up and then before I know it, me and the dog are just lying on the couch, just spark out, the pair of us.
Yeah.
And it happens at work. So the film that I shot last year, I never had lunch.
Because you were scared.
Because they were like, "What do you want for lunch?" And I was like, "Oh, I can't. Like, if I have lunch, I'll be done for the day."
Right. So you're not putting this down to greedy, lazy bastard. You're putting it down to intolerance.
Listen, it's 2025. Okay.
You have to have something.
No. It's just we live in the age now where nothing is my fault. There's some kind of medical reason.
Right. Okay.
And
maybe the guy's vaping needed that. Maybe that was medical reasons.
And also, if that medical reason might give me, some kind of cachet, some kind of like, hey, I'm intolerant to potatoes. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You mentioned potato. You were joking about potatoes on your podcast. Can I just say? Some of us don't get to enjoy them.
Right, okay.
So don't slag them off.
So are we doing an intolerance test?
I think we're going to be doing an intolerance test.
What? What we doing?
Can't say that word.
What we doing?
It's production is finally sending off a test for my intolerances. We didn't want to do a blood sample. Well, I did, but apparently we're not allowed to. Like literally because there's a insurance, health and safety production, which is boring.
So
again, not allowed to do anything fun.
I've got my own little prop today.
Yes. Some tweezers there. We need to do hair.
Pulling the hair
sample.
Not.
It can be anything but pubic hair.
Correct.
And anything less than 3 centimetres won't work as well, which you're always telling me.
It just doesn't work, James.
It just doesn't work as well, James. Anything under 3 centimetres isn't going to work. Need 3 strands of hair.
How long's your leg hair?
I don't think it's 3 centimetres.
Your arse hair is.
Yeah. I like that anything but pubic hair. Like pubic hair would definitely work. Like it absolutely would work.
That'd be painful.
But I know that.
Is arse hair pubic hair? Yeah.
I suppose so.
Yeah,
I wasn't a fucking toddler with a hairy ass.
True.
Again, I like that they've had to state anything but pubic hair because obviously no one wants to handle pubes.
I think that's just a preference.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's not that it doesn't work.
I know, but also
it's just like, don't send your pubes in.
I wouldn't give you my pubes. I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay.
So, but again, we do. They do have to say, don't send us your pubes. So you're gonna pluck some hair.
Was it three? 3 strands of hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Come here, Jimmy.
Go from the back.
All right. This is exciting, isn't it? Is this gonna hurt?
I don't know.
Okay. Just trying to get one is going to be tricky,
I don't know if it does count as pubes because I'm just getting hairier as I live.
What about greys? Can I use a grey or?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, there's one.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I feel like Horatio in CSI. Miami. The other ones are rubbish. 2. Oh, that's a long one. Look. Right on the... Remember they were talking about that in CSI?
Yeah, that's right.
2.
Let me know if you see any eggs or anything.
3. That's a grey one.
Jesus, that's not grey.
That is white.
It's fucking white. That's like Andy Warhol. Right, 3 hairs, none of them pubic.
Right. Let me hand that.
There you go. Right. So they'll be sent away.
And then we're going to find out what James is intolerant / possibly allergic to.
I don't think I've got any allergies. Oh, I'm allergic to... This is a bit of a fun one, actually. Or I think is fun.
Go on.
I've mentioned it before, and I've never met anyone else really that understands what I'm talking about. Vinegar. I've got an allergic reaction to vinegar.
What?
Do you remember when I say to you, like, I love Disco's salt and vinegar?
Oh,
like they are really
yeah,
salt and vinegary.
Just make sure lips go white
No.
and stuff.
I get
sweaty.
a sweaty
Oh,
head,
yeah.
like my scalp sweats.
Yeah. Again, though, I think that's...
I googled it.
Yeah, but again, I think that's because if you had 1 packet of Discos, you'd maybe be fine.
No,
you have like 4 of the grab bags.
No. This is after like a couple of bites. Like I start getting this sort of weird cold sweat, like right in the roots of my head.
Okay. God.
It's really odd. I find
vinegar.
And the problem is I find it really difficult to describe the symptoms. So whenever I mention it to someone, they go, what are you doing?
So right now, as far as you're aware, you don't have any allergies or intolerances?
I don't think so, no. Well, whenever they ask me...
Like at the doctors and stuff?
Yeah. I go,
You say no. You say, not that I know of. That's what you say.
Yeah, I do say that.
Not that I know of.
No, I say, so whenever I like get a new job or something, you have to go into makeup, they have to ask you if you're allergic to anything.
Right.
And I always go, well, we'll soon find out, won't we?
Oh,
and they go, oh, we're gonna have to keep an eye on you. And I go, yeah. Oh, because I'm a bit of a wild card.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. So we'll send that away and we will follow that up when we get the results back.
What do you think you're going to have an intolerance to?
Anything good. Anything tasty.
That's what you're waiting for,
Anything
innit?
tasty. They're going to go, yeah, of course you're fucking tired after eating a whole bucket of KFC. All right?
Yeah.
Because all that stuff in KFC that tastes good makes you lethargic and sleepy.
Well, that's the thing. It's not going to come back and say you're intolerant to KFC. It's going to be all these lists of things where you're going to go...
And they're going to go, and I assume they'll be like, here's what you should eat. And I'm going to look at that and I'm going to go, I'd rather be fucking dead. Because it's going to be, brown bread and things like that.
Hi.
I know, you get us 50-50, and that has annoyed me, but I let it slip.
I was going to say that I've started making my own
You've started
bread.
making your own bread, haven't you? 4 ingredients.
Yeah, correct.
No chemicals, no chemtrails. What?
Here's a question for you.
Go on.
If you could invent a fake allergy to get out of something or away from something, what would it be?
I mean, if I was just like, if I had a physical reaction to trains, to tubes and stuff.
Just travel.
Yeah, because I
just leaving the house.
Yeah, because it'd be like, oh, can you come in? And I'd be like, I can't. It will kill me. I'll die.
Yeah. I feel like
carry on.
I feel like you have done the thing where you often say that you have quite bad reactions to fruit and vegetables. Not in a sense of, oh, like I have a reaction to it, but you're very like, oh no, I can't eat that.
Yeah, they do make me gag. Peas. If I had to have some broccoli or something.
What's that going to do with peas?
No, I'm just listing things that would make me feel.
Okay.
Like I would
even
be like,
mushy peas covered in salt and vinegar.
Oh. The mushy pea. I'd rather have a normal pea.
Shut up.
The mushy pea looks like it's already been eaten.
You'd rather have a garden pea than a mushy pea.
I think I'd get on better with just a nice looking normal whole pea.
Mushy peas. A wee tub of mushy peas for the chip.
Looks like something that's come out of fucking Slimer's mouth. It's no good.
Oh, love it. Love it.
No.
Could a severe allergy ever lead to having a superpower? Or is there a way that you could turn it to your advantage?
I feel like Spider-Man's the ultimate allergy, isn't it? He got bit by a spider and his allergic reaction was he became a superhero.
Yeah.
He got all strong and buff.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire. He got all, like, fit.
Yeah. Was that an allergic reaction? I guess
that's an allergic reaction.
Yeah, I guess it was.
That's your body having a reaction to an alien.
See, the only thing that made me think of, do you remember years ago?
Go on.
The kids had chickenpox.
Yes.
And
yeah, I do remember this.
I had never had chickenpox. Yeah. And our friend, Dr. Danny.
Well, hang on a minute. Let me just say, I was out.
Mm-hmm.
I'd gone out.
Yeah.
I was off
you
to
were away to see Steve.
I was off to see Steve and the Specials.
That's right.
Play a gig.
Yeah.
I got there, managed to find a parking space. Phone rings. I hadn't seen Steve for ages. Was going to go and grab some dinner with him and stuff. Got there, and you called. Oh, I think one of the kids might have chickenpox.
Yeah.
Or something.
They came home from school, and it was one of them. And I was like, oof, that looks...
It was one of those situations where it's like, well, there's not a lot I can do about chickenpox.
But the problem was I'd never had chickenpox. So, or I'd never had any recollection of having chickenpox.
So
I phoned my mum.
No, you said to me, I don't know if I've had chickenpox
I said, you need to come home.
You might need to come home.
Because it's dangerous when adults get chickenpox, and it turns into shingles and stuff.
Oh, God, yeah. Can do all sorts of damage.
So I'd never heard that I had chickenpox when I was little. I was always told, as far as I could remember, it was like I'd never had it.
Right.
So I phoned you. I was like, you're going to have to come home because, like, and I knew you had it.
Yeah.
And then I phoned my mum and I was like, have I ever had chickenpox? She was like, no. She was like, I remember Stephen, my older brother, having them. She was like, no, I don't think you did. I was like, yeah, I didn't think so either.
That's a little window into your family,
into the middle child life.
Because I think your mum went, no, I remember Stephen having it. I remember Rebecca having it. Don't think you had it.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure.
Yeah. So, but I never remembered having it. So I was like, right, I got to like stay away for the kids. So anyway, we get Dr. Danny round. Just to double check that it is chickenpox. He came round, he was like, yes, it is chickenpox. So then I spoke to him and I was like, I don't think I've ever had it. And he was like, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to test you. So he took some blood and there's a test you can do to see if you've had chickenpox or not.
Takes 24 hours.
Correct. He went away.
That was a weird 24 hours because it was like,
I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Mum's not allowed to come near you.
Yeah.
It's like really odd.
Yeah, and they were so little.
Why can't we just sit with Mum? No, she's not allowed near you anymore. You'll never see her again.
You dirty little chickenpox. So anyway, Danny phones me, and he's like, "This is a bit weird." And I was like, okay. And he went, I think I know why your mum like can't quite remember if you've ever had chickenpox. And I was like, all right. And anyway, I can't remember the specifics, but there was like a number of where your levels are at for when you've had chickenpox or how likely
I don't know what it
you
is,
are.
like the antibodies or something.
Antibody, it was that. It was
kind
something
of,
like
yeah,
that.
your tolerance or whatever.
And it was like, in the average person, it's, I'm making this up, right? Let's say 5, right? He was like, yours is at like 100. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And he was like, the chances are you've never had chickenpox. And if you ever come near anybody with chickenpox, you'll never get it.
Yeah.
So I was like, do I have like a weird like chickenpox super
Now,
power?
I wonder if that means you've got an immunity to certain STDs. Because that would be a superpower, wouldn't it? She'd be like, oh, aren't you afraid of catching something? Nope.
I thought you were gonna say like, you know, other.
Because isn't it close? Isn't chickenpox closely related to some kind of STD or something?
Is it?
Look it up. Google it. Herpes. There you go. So it's a form of herpes, isn't it? Chickenpox.
No. Yeah, we better fact check this one. Take your time.
No, don't fact check anything. No, just put it out there. Just always put it out there.
Chickenpox is not a sexually transmitted infection. However, chickenpox is caused by the varicella zoster virus, which is a member of the herpes.
Yeah, it's a form of herpes.
It's not a form of herpes.
It absolutely is. That's what you just said.
It's from the same sort of.
Yeah, it's a type of herpes.
Okay. All right.
But I wonder now if you won't catch herpes, you could just put it about, like just really go fucking mental. And people are like, careful,
Sure.
He's got herpes, and you go, oh, has he?
Doesn't bother me.
Oh, has he? Good. Watch this.
Hey, call Dr. Danny, read those levels out loud. Yeah, no, so that's one of my sort of, it's not really an allergy, is it? Is chickenpox a disease?
It's a, was it?
Virus.
Viral infection,
it's a virus, yeah.
Yeah. Dust. Paige. Producer James. Got a dust allergy, have you?
Yeah, I'm very allergic to dust.
Yeah, sure you are. Yeah. Isn't every man?
Little doctors. I'm not, I'll just sit in it.
You'll just be covered in it if I go before you.
Yeah, we'll all be dust. We'll all be dust soon, Claire.
Okay, you're in a weird mood.
We're going to be dust soon. Yeah, producer James, Paige. So you don't do any dusting? Or do you have to... Was you like a bubble boy growing up?
Yeah, I should be.
Really?
I have an antihistamine every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they
an
not,
antihistamine every day?
But do they not start to be as effective?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's
So
like
you're
the
on borrowed time, mate.
It's like the levels thing, yeah. So like normal people are like 70 and I'm like 7,000 or something.
Right.
Wow.
So what do you do when you go on a tube and things? Have you seen those seats when they like pat them and stuff? And
yeah.
Gotta live with it. It must be so hard. You're such a soldier, aren't you? Here's some unusual allergies.
Okay.
Let's find out what ones I've got.
Of course.
Because you know I've got everything wrong.
You and producer James.
Raw fruits and vegetables.
You got that.
The problem is called oral allergy syndrome. It causes itching, burning, and pain in the throat. Pain in the throat. Wow. You're a pain in the throat. You've got you do have an allergy to Christmas trees?
I do, yeah.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, we need to find out what the name of Christmas tree. I think different ones are used.
Yeah, but your allergy was
we don't know what one we had that year.
Your allergy was specifically to dry Christmas tree.
When it died, yeah, we got it too early and it died, and I was always brushing up the needles. Yeah. We've done this, but I woke up one day and I was.
You look like a praying mantis. Yeah, your eyes were. You were looking at 10 to 2. One eye was looking at 10, the other one was looking at 2.
I got it.
You could have looked around a traffic light. You would have been able to see. It was like that. It was brilliant. Yeah. Like a hammerhead shark.
We might insert the picture here as well, since we did James Dirty on the picture last week.
Absolutely nuts. People allergic to mobile phones.
Ooh.
Our bodies react to the presence of nickel or low levels of radiation. It can lead to nickel. It's an element.
That's in a mobile phone?
Oh, there's loads of stuff going on in there, isn't there? Loads of metals.
I thought that was like coins and stuff.
Well, yeah, they.
So that's in different thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not a scientist.
Oh, so you don't have to, there's a great big chasm between scientists and not realising that some electrical equipment uses metals.
Yeah, no, I didn't really think about metal. Right, anyway, carry on, it's fine.
It can lead to a skin reaction that causes redness, welts and itching.
Welts?
Vibration allergy. I don't have that. Using power tools, riding in cars or even clapping can cause hives in some people. Look out for that one.
God, they're a bit weak, aren't they?
Wi-Fi allergy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
Wi-Fi allergy, electromagnetic hypersensitivity. It's still debated by scientists, but some people claim exposure to Wi-Fi causes headaches, nausea and fatigue.
Oh, claim.
Money. Some people are allergic to money. You're not.
I'm not allergic to money.
No.
What did I do?
You don't like getting rid of it.
Oh.
Keep hold of every bit.
Frugal.
Boring. Have fun.
I'm not
Enjoy
boring.
yourself. Spend £107 on a little
Yeah.
pipe every once in a while.
Children to send to university.
Once I've bought my little pipe thing,
Yeah.
right? Then
Your pipe, your cutlery.
Once I've bought this, yes, and then the kids can have whatever's left.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweat and tears. People are allergic to their own
sweat
bodily
and tears.
fluids.
Because I was going to say, I mean, you don't want MD else's on you anyway,
No.
do you?
Ugh.
I don't think I've really ever sweated or cried.
No.
I don't sweat a lot. I'm not a person. I mean, I don't do. But even when I do work really hard, like I've redone our back garden and stuff, like by myself, not to call you out, but I literally have.
Yeah, go on.
I'm not like a sweaty person. I don't sweat a lot.
No. That's good. That's why I like you. That's why I love you.
Me and Prince Andrew.
You. There's some examples of some allergies.
Okay.
If you've got a really unusual allergy, do let us know.
Yeah.
And also, if you don't mind us making fun of it, I don't want to make fun of you if you're not cool with it.
Or if you've got a really high tolerance for something.
Yeah.
If you're on my chicken level.
If you've got a superpower.
Chickenpox level.
Yeah, if you've got a superpower. My stomach is rumbling so
You're
much.
hungry,
I think
mate.
it's going to make a problem with the sound. I hope it's not.
Nah.
But it is really rumbling. So we'll be sending my hair away. I've been told that the turnaround is a week. I've
Just coming in.
Just coming in there. Turnaround is a week. So hopefully, we will have the. By the way, Claire's pointed something out, and
James does this all the time.
I didn't think I did, but then we were watching. We were
turns-
watching the podcast, and I was like, "Fuck, I do."
It turns out, right, that whenever, and for some reason, James says hopefully a lot, and whenever he says hopefully, he goes hopefully.
Hopefully, and I don't know why I do that, and I wish I didn't. So that's another thing that I hate about myself. Put that on the list. Hopefully, it should be here within a week. So we're going to aim to give you those results next week, but
Maybe the week after.
It might be the week after.
Just depending on when.
If it's gone horribly wrong where we need to redo it, it might be the week after that. So it'll be between now and 3 weeks' time.
You covered yourself
depending
there,
on
Jimmy.
timing.
Well done.
I just don't want people getting angry.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think MD really.
I think
gives a
people
shit,
really
but
care. I think people really want to know.
I don't think MD cares.
People are desperate to know what I'm intolerant to.
Okay.
Imagine if it was cock. Oh, Claire. I don't think I'd be able to go on. I don't know. I've got to have a quick break. All right, Claire, it's time for a feature. It's feature time. Do you know what it is this week?
Bang for your butt.
Now,
what is bang for your butt?
So
Maybe
this is a
explain
segment
it.
where we discuss a recent purchase and whether it was bang for buck or not. Now, I am a guy that likes to spend a lot of money on stupid shit, as we all know. And I wanted to hear from you guys what your stupid, arguably stupid, might be fucking genius. Like buying...
This is where I come in.
Like, I've suddenly had the idea of buying a proper airport lounge massage chair. I thought that might be a good one.
Yeah.
So if you've bought something really bizarre that
was quite expensive. It has to be a bit expensive.
It's got to be expensive. It's got to be, because that's That's where the debate comes.
Yeah. Or just expensive for what it is.
Or it might not be.
Well.
It might mean the world to you. You might have paid double for it again. Okay. You can send us your bang for your Buckleys by emailing thebuckleys@platformmedia.uk and messaging us, or do both if you want. In fact, don't do both because that's annoying. Just do one or the other. Messaging us at the Buckleys Pod. At the Buckleys Pod on Instagram and TikTok. That's the only thing that I need to say that needs to be clear, and I always don't.
Well, maybe I should do it.
No. Now, listen, we've got a message here from Mark. I can't really weigh in on this one.
Why?
I've got to be a bit impartial. I mean, I'm not impartial at all.
Have you got it?
Now, there's sent in a picture of it as well. So you'll have to. I mean, it's great. It's brilliant.
Right. Okay. From Mark. Subject: fridge. Hi guys, I have a bang for your Buckley and a Buckley's. Oh, and a Buckley's break bad news all in one.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you bought this stupid fun thing, didn't you, your wife? Is this you? I wanted a mini fridge for my man cave.
Me too.
That wasn't in quotation marks.
I don't call it the man cave, I call it the office.
Yeah, that's even worse. At least Mark's being honest. And I told my other half that I would spend no more than a couple of £100, which is still expensive.
What, for a mini fridge?
Oh, that's one
for
of
a
James's
fridge?
Pubes on my iPad.
Sorry. They do get everywhere, pubes, don't they?
They do.
You look around, sometimes you're like, what the fucking hell is a pube doing there?
Yeah. That is actually so true. Yeah. I've done that so many times. And I'm like, I hope that's mine.
I'll be in the garage and I'll be like, there's a pube made his way out of here.
Anyway, so Mark says he wanted a mini fridge for his man cave and he told his other half that he wouldn't spend more than a couple of £100.
Sure.
He says, I saw one I really liked, but it was double the amount that I had agreed to spend.
I was about to say, I'm interested to see what he spent because it was about £400 what I spent.
That was £400. You can get a real... Okay.
It is a real fridge. It's not a fake fridge.
I ended up getting it and told the missus that I stayed within budget. Was it worth it?
There's your bad news.
And could you break the news to my partner that it cost a wee bit more than I originally said? I've enclosed a picture for you to decide. Love the podcast, Mark. Now, Mark, what you haven't done here, son, is tell us how much it was.
It's £400. It cost double. And that's how much I paid for mine.
James has the exact one of these. I'll have to show you guys a picture. Right, there's the picture for people watching of what it is. Get the glare away there.
It's it's a mini fridge and it looks like a Marshall amp, guitar amp.
Now, James has one of these in his office.
Yes.
And it's about yay high.
Yeah, it's a mini fridge. It's, I don't know, 3 feet. 3 feet.
But that wide?
Yeah, about 1.5 feet wide.
Before I talk to Mark, I've got a question for you.
Go on.
What do you keep in that fridge? And when was the last time you opened it?
There's some beers in there.
No, there's not.
There is some old beers in there.
Yeah.
There's some chocolate in there that I don't want.
When was the last time you opened? When was the last time you do not restock that fridge?
No,
you don't use it.
I did open it.
It just hums upstairs constantly, running the electricity into the fucking ground.
Because I had some water that I hadn't finished, and I wanted it to stay cool. But I've not gone back to it. But the good news is it's still cool.
So I assume you're saying that was bang for his buck.
It's brilliant. It's such a cool fridge. Like perfect for your man cave.
For your man cave. Okay, I will be a little bit.
It is a good looking fridge.
Nicer. It is a cool fridge, sure. However, £400, that's very expensive.
You're paying for Marshall. You're paying for the brand, Claire.
I do like it. It is a cool little fridge, but that's very expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, but it depends really.
On what?
On how much you like it.
Well, he had a budget though.
He had a budget. He went over the budget.
And he lied.
He went over the budget. He lied a little bit.
He lied.
We've all been there.
Well, I will be a bit nicer on that one. As much as I wouldn't buy it.
It's cool. It's cool as fuck.
It's a cool looking little mini fridge.
It's cool as fuck. And you're a legend, Mark.
Only legends have that fridge.
And if your wife doesn't understand, then we could get our fridges together. We could rub them, see if they have a baby. Run them under hot
see
water.
if they make music.
Yeah. No, that is bang for your buck. It's a great fridge. Keep your bang for bucks coming in. You can message us at.
You've just done this as well.
I know, but it's important. It's important. We do want people to message us.
No, I mean, clearly we need it. Jesus.
Keep your bang for bucks coming in. This is the end of this week's podcast. Thank you for listening. If you've got a bang for buck or anything else you want to tell us, any bad news, you want us to break some bad news, you've got some President Buckley, you've got some laws that you'd like us to pass once we're in power.
And also just anything. If you've got something funny that you think...
God knows we need it.
That you think Claire and James could read that...
If you've got a really funny anecdote that I can just say was me, that would be perfect. That would be really fucking great.
Like if anybody's thought of like a podcast episode that somebody could do, send in the whole
If you've
thing.
got a story where you were hanging out with Leonardo DiCaprio or something that I could just say was me, I'll take that.
I'd take that story.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the show on Spotify or whatever podcast app you like to use. And if you are feeling generous, give us a review. It does.
Sorry. I really tried to.
Well, that was it. We've lost it now. They were about to. Someone was about hovering over the 5-star, and they were like coughing. 1.
Sorry.
You ruined it. All that is left is for Claire to say. After she's finished drinking.
Sorry.
You've ruined it now.
See you next Thursday.
That was it. That was better than last week's.
Was it?
only just so. Yeah!